All right, so we are recording, and hi, hello, how are you? Happy Monday. We are going to be doing batch posting tonight. For anybody that is new, we literally spend an hour where we teach, we train, we share ideas as to how to create content for you, about you, with your story, how to incorporate the look so chic. Oh, oh, hey, I'm wearing sweatpants. And I'm sitting on my floor because I'm too lazy to sit in my chair. Like, I'll curl up in a blanket. You're so sweet. We're going to run through different ideas just like we do every week. If you are not familiar with batch posting, or maybe this is your first time, make sure to take a look at In Beyond a Million. It did, for anyone that wasn't on the MMM, they did switch the units section in Beyond a Million to where it now says guides. So it says guides instead of units. So if you're looking for it, it's right at the top of the page. You click on that. There's a whole section just about batch posting. It explains the different graphics that we use, that we work off of, including pillars, including a batch posting schedule that you can make for you, and then also content ideas based upon how to speak about the product side and the business side while intertwining your life into it and your story. So this is where we're going to talk about all the different ways as to A, how to grow your network, B, how to speak to your like-minded people to connect with, and then ideas for you to post all throughout the week to make it easier for you when making your post. That way you don't have we all have those brain fart moments when we sit there and we're like, oh my God, I don't know what to talk about. And this is where we're going to give all of the ideas. But Miss Britt's going to share some notes with us. If you're ready, I want to hear all the things.
Hi guys, I am so excited for tonight. It's so crazy because normally I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Monday. I need all my ideas and everything. But so Saturday morning we had a chance to sit with the CEOs and they went over some things to talk about as far as your business and just pretty much holding yourself to a higher standard because this is your business, right? And I think a lot of times people take this as a side hustle and don't treat it as a full business. And that's what we pretty much cut ourselves short, right? Because we're showing up only to give 20 to 30%. We're not treating this like it's a full-on business. We're treating it as if, okay, maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't do it, right? And that's where a lot of times we cut ourselves short because we're playing it small. And so one thing that he said was 90% of your conversations need to be about the business or the products. We get so caught up in, the inspirational post, and we get so caught up in talking about all these other things like the interactive posts that we don't tie it into our business. Our business should be 90% of our goal to pretty much portray to our audience on a daily basis. And so one tagline that I used today, and it kind of brought me back to my day one. I get caught up in not trying to be spammy or different things like that, but we miss the basics of our business, which is simple 3 steps, right? We take our 3 steps first thing in the morning before our feet hit the floor. We need to talk about that. Not saying that we go into the details. Oh, we have vitamin A, B, C, D, and all that other great stuff, right? If you guys go to my post that I made today, I use that. It's simple as 1, 2, 3. And like Paul said, most people feel the 3 steps kick in by day 10. I know we send out 3-day sample packs, but what about when those 3 days end? You want those customers on those products, right? So why are we waiting until day 3 to follow up with them? We should be following up with our customers immediately on day 1, because on day 10 is when most people feel their products work. And if we shy away from talking about our products, guys, we're not reaching the people that we need to reach. And so I'm going to encourage you guys to make sure, and he said this, put this on your calendar to make sure that you talk about those things in your posts. Talk about the lifestyle getaways at least once a week, because those are things that we need to keep in the forefront of our business every single week, talking about the amazing benefit of us having the chance to earn a lifestyle getaway. I can tell you guys this was my 3rd one, and they only get better and better each time you go. And so why not have your people on there looking at this at least once a week on your stories? So if you guys have your calendar out right now, I highly encourage you to make sure that you pick at least once a week to talk about the lifestyle getaway. Okay, we have up until June to when we go to this trip. So guys, get excited about it now. Let your audience know about it right now, and put that on your calendars to talk about at least once a week. Also, he talked about your mission statements, or your mission, really. What is your mission? And your team should know your mission. I can tell you right now, I don't know my entire team's mission. We talk about our missions, but we don't actually hone in on those until it's too late. We want to shoot for our goals right at the end of the month, right? It's like crunch time. Let's go hard. We got 3 more days to end this month, and y'all go crazy. Like, I have seen people pull off like $3,000-$4,000 in volume in like 3 days. And I'm like, do you guys know what you could have done all month long if you would have had that same mindset, that same mission all month long? Why do we wait until the last minute, guys? It's because we are natural born procrastinators, right? Because we're not setting ourselves up for success the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, right? We're waiting until the last minute to say, okay, let me put it in full speed. No, guys, let's do it now. Let's do it now. Get your mission statement, whatever it is that you want, put that in front of you every single day, okay? Another thing, we talked about politics, and I know a lot of us do not talk about politics on our stories or our posts, but I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you are, stop, okay? It's not good for your business. It's not good for your audience. If you look at some of the top, entrepreneurs, they don't talk about that. And they even mentioned The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. They were like, you don't know which side of the fence he's on because he doesn't talk about it, right? That's his image. That's his reputation. And one thing that Paul said is that he wants both Democrats and Republicans to be on 3 steps. He wants them to, be a part of the business. It doesn't matter, guys, who that person, who they voted for or what they believe in. It's not for us to judge. It's not for us to put our comments in. Keep your business clean and make sure that we're not talking about any type of politics, okay? Let's see. I'm reading Courtney's notes because I forgot mine. There's a huge difference. Okay, and so he also said there's a difference between management and leadership, guys. Manager is pretty much handling a bunch of people, right? You're just taking care of all these people. But when you're a leader, you're leading by examples. You're showing up. And I can tell you right now, so many people say, oh, I need a runner, or, oh, I need this. But people are going to follow you. If you show up every single day, guess what? They're going to show up. If they don't show up, they don't want it bad enough, right? Those are not the people you really want at your table anyways. So you have to be able to lead. And I can tell you right now, I don't care if you are a VIP 1600 or you are an 80K like myself. You're a leader, guys. Show up as one every single day, okay? Also, let's see. I had a bunch of taglines that he actually said that I wrote down. I think that's what I'm going to end it with, but I can tell you right now, one thing that he did focus on was talking about the 3 steps, guys. How you feeling your 3 steps? I did it today, and I took a picture from over the weekend, and I put that picture with the fact that, they say that, people feel thrive kick in on day 10. And I said, for me, it's still kicking in 2 years later, right? Because that's my true story. I'm not going into like, oh, it gives me mental clarity, this and that. Like, I'm not saying that you guys cannot post about that on your post, but keep in mind that you want people to realize just how simple it is. Simple as 1, 2, 3, okay? And so I know for me, I want to take some time and get you guys to create a post that's very, not generic, but it's talking about how simple the 3 steps are. And so, Katie, I'm not sure if you have something that's planned for, do you want to start on Sunday or do you want to start with Monday?
Let's start with tonight. And I just wanted to piggyback off what you were saying, was having the mission and vision now. And maybe your mission, like I will say, just because I just had this aha moment after almost like 5 years as to what your mission is, and maybe you don't have that exact like not tagline, but like maybe you don't have it in a full sentence just yet, where you're still discovering all of that, but have that vision in mind where you want to go with this, because this is going to show through. It shows up how you show up. Like that's where it's going to show through. Like you can show up to all the meetings, you can show up and do all of the IPAs, but it's going to shine through in your story with the vision that you have in mind. And that vision, from experience from a lot of us here, needs to come from a we aspect, not a I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that, I need this, I need that, I need a runner, I need someone strong on my team, blah, 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 blah. Like who cares, right? Heard it in a podcast today. They're like, get over your damn, like get over yourself. Get over yourself. Because if you want to go in this industry long term and you want it to be sustainable, it's not just you, right? It's not just Britt on her team. It's not just Alexis on her team. It's not just Blakely, right? It's not just it's not just anybody. So if that does not, I can't hear any audio. Can you hear me? Okay. I would close out, come back in, and make sure you turn your audio on. If you miss the audio button, you won't have any audio on your screen. But have your vision as a we mindset. Look, I mean, with so much on the table right now, with the next lifestyle getaway on the table, in the midst of rank advancement bonuses, in the midst of override bonuses, in the midst of ramping as we're already in a new year, there's so much on the table. And if you don't have that bigger vision, not only for yourself, but for every single person in your team, for every life that you are looking to change, like, I'm sorry, I'm going to tell you now, you're not going to get there. Because you can't maybe there are crazy robots that can make 12K happen on their own. There probably are. I can't say that there's probably not people out there, but sustaining bigger goals and bigger dreams in your future will not be done alone. And that is also going to shine through in your story. So we'll start with Monday, and you want to just flip flop back and forth?
Yes. And so, before we hop to that, I do have one last thing, guys. I'm sorry. But while we're talking about missions, one thing that Paul said, it was your mission versus your distractions. Are you feeding your mission or are you feeding your distractions? Because a lot of times, this is what he said too. He was like, we know we have a 9 to 5, right? We know we have family vacations coming up. We know all these things ahead of time. But we're looking at that as a distraction from you working your business. You know those things are coming up. Like you guys know right now that you have to clock in tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., right? So why not get prepared tonight? Because if you don't prepare, then guess what? You're not going to do, which means you're going to stay stagnant, which means you're not going to grow. If you know you have all these things already planned, like for me, I'm going to go to Chicago. I'm flying out Thursday night. I took so much content, guys. I'm going to take more tomorrow because I want to set myself up for this weekend. If you know that you're going to be away with your family, get your unfold stories up, guys. Make a plan. If not, those distractions are going to hinder you from your mission. Okay, keep it in mind. Your mission versus your distractions. Which one are you going to feed? Because I can tell you right now, you will not go any further than where you are right now if you allow those distractions to hinder you from your actual mission. Okay, so keep that in mind, guys. And so for Monday's post, I want you guys to go ahead and focus on a simple 1, 2, 3 post. Okay, so with that, guys, I want you to talk about how simple our 3 steps are. You don't have to go into full details, but I want you guys to come up with a post that you can make and talk about how simple it is. And if you've already made your post for today, talking about your 3 steps, use this post for tomorrow, or you can just keep it in your back pocket for next Monday, being that we won't hop on here until Monday afternoon. So you'll have this one ready for next Monday. To give you guys an example, if you have not seen my post from this morning, I don't think it was too drawn out. It was They say day 10 is when Thrive kicks in. I say it's still kicking in for me, and I put like a whole bunch of random numbers days later. And I put 2 years later, and it's still just as simple as 1, 2, 3. Take it from me, a person who never believed in vitamins. Make your health a priority because real bodies are still amazing and deserve to be fueled properly. This 2-time C-section mama was looking for a quick fix, but in return, she found her real glow up, the healthy way, right? So I broke mine up, guys, so you can see, you probably can't see, but it's like in little small paragraphs. So where it's not like a bunch of words just pushed together, I broke mine up. And so if you guys can do that, please make sure you go ahead and do that. But talk about how simple our 3 steps are, and just kind of round it up with a little bit about yourself and why it's so simple for you to use. Thank you. I'm going to give you guys about 5-ish minutes to work on that, guys.
And I hope you heard the attraction marketing piece in the post that she made, where it wasn't, hey, I use vitamins, a lifestyle mix, and a wearable nutrition, and this is how I feel. It was very vague, yet people see in the post, well, what is she doing? There's that curiosity piece that we're trying to create. There's that where people are tempted to ask the question, so how did you do it? What are you using? Right? So keep that in mind, where when you're making the post, if you find yourself putting in certain words like business or 3 steps or whatever, switch it up. If you need to gain inspiration from other people's posts to get that attraction marketing piece out, go do so. Go do so. I just love the way it was worded.
Yeah, and you guys can go take a look at mine too if you need any help on wording. You guys know I don't really mind sharing is caring around here. Okay, so I think that's been about 5 minutes. Hopefully, you guys have that post written out. If you guys have any questions, please either unmute yourself right now or drop a comment. I don't want anyone to move past this and not know exactly what to use for their post when it comes to the simple S1, 2, 3 posts that we're gonna make. Any questions, any concerns? If not, we are going to move on over to Tuesday.
So for Tuesdays, I know for myself, I like to talk about payday. Now, with that being said, I'm not making every single post on Tuesday about payday, where if it's going to be something inspirational, right, I will talk about, something about in regards to financial abundance. When it comes to interactive, I'm also going to tie it to something that has to do with, oh shit. Oh God. Oh Lord. Tomorrow's a big payday. Tomorrow's a big payday. First round of payout for override bonuses, auto bonuses, and then double, triple payout. So that big payday tomorrow. But when it comes to this too, what?
Guys, if you are someone who receives an auto bonus or any one of these bonuses, hands down, go live. Okay? People will relate to you. They can see your passion and how you feel if you are one of those bonus earners. Okay? Just my 2 cents. I am going to go live tomorrow when my pay hit, and I'm going to scream at the top of my freaking lungs. So I want everybody to know how blessed we are. Okay? Just wanted to add that.
I love it. I love it. But also, while we're sitting here, know what days you're going to go live this week. Like right off the bat, when are you doing an opportunity live? When are you going live yourself to literally talk to, like, live is always going to trump everything. So if you're not doing anything right now, get uncomfortable, go live. Okay. People aren't thinking craziness of you. Going live today, every day. I'm here for it. I love it. Right. People connect with you, dude. And like, lives get way more views than a regular post. They just do. That's how the algorithm works. It goes like a live video, a video that was pre-recorded and that you uploaded, and then a post. Okay. So keep that in mind while planning out your week, planning out your content. Know what days you're going live, saves you time from actually having to write out a post. I love that. I love that. So you already have a schedule. I know I'm going live these days. There's no second guessing it. So with Tuesday, with payday, you can do, a few different things. Like we said before, these don't need to be long, strung out stories in order for them to be impactful, right? So I want to pull up one that I did last week in regards to payday, but another one too. Someone said this. It was on, I don't know, I might have been in Clubhouse listening to this, and they were like, make your health your wealth. Something about making your health your wealth. And something that I even put in my bio now, like on Instagram, was how to make your health your wealth in 3 steps. Like, I'm going to show you how to essentially make money off of being healthy in 3 steps, and that's combining the 2 together. So let's say you have the auto bonus. You can include the auto bonus in on there. Talk about it, right? I know for myself, I can include the fact that I'm tying a story back to myself, and a new little tagline I guess I've been using is repossessed to recovered. And I used to have my vehicle repossessed in 2019. And now I earn an auto bonus, right? You don't even have to have a car. So most people think like, oh no, it's not achievable, blah, 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 blah. Not the case here. So if you earn the auto bonus, right, tomorrow, talk about that. Talk about that. Your health is your wealth, period, right? And be like, and that reflects every single Tuesday here, period. Done. Like, short, sweet, to the point. But in regards to auto bonus, this is where you can tell a story. Maybe you've struggled with paying your car payment. Guess what? Like, majority of the world does. It's the second highest bill in the household. Talk about it. Don't be ashamed of it. People will connect with you on it, right? I know I will, because I've struggled with that before. When it comes to payday, again, do not relate this to, well, I can't post about payday because I'm not making as much money as so-and-so is making. Who cares? Who cares? Some people start this business because they need an extra like 15 to 50 bucks a week, or 50 bucks a month. I know that's why I started. Another thing that you can incorporate into it now is that I started for this reason. This is, and this is what has turned out because of it. I know I made a post just over the weekend. It was on Saturday, I think. It was about the opportunity behind this business where, let me find it really quick just to give an example. Was it Saturday? Maybe it was Sunday. Oh yeah. We started for gas and grocery money. We started without seeing the bigger picture. We started not knowing if it would work. We started completely over. Point being, we started anyways. So again, I'm tying into why I started with the company and how it's reflecting now, where I started for this reason 15 months ago, yet here we are today. Point being, we started anyways, took a risk, ended up changing not only our lives, but hundreds around us. We already took the leap of faith for you. Now just grab our hand and we'll show you the way. It's different here. And again, talking, that could be a payday post. And I'm not actually talking about the money that's going into my pocket. I'm talking about, like, this is what we get every week. This is why I started in the beginning, right? If you are just starting here in the beginning, right, talk about what you're starting for. Why is a paycheck every Tuesday? I don't care if it's $5. My first 2 paychecks were $0. Didn't hit my VIPs. When I made my first $20.42, you bet your ass I was jumping off the wall with excitement. I was like, oh my God, like this shit worked and it transferred. Like, oh my God, like freaked out, right? Share that with people, because guess what? People will be so grateful for an extra $40 in their pocket, because guess what? They didn't have to go into a job. It's $40 more than what they had 5 minutes before it payday dropped, right? See, exactly. And I was like the happiest. Oh, I was happier. And this is not to like sound, I was happier over that paycheck over my first comma paycheck. Like, just the fact that it was real. Not saying I wasn't grateful for my first comma paycheck, but I'm just saying in regards to, like, it just made it real. And especially with these bonuses on the table, share that without saying like, I'm going to earn a 12 that you can't do that. Okay. With compliance. So exactly. So spark some ideas. Again, talk about why you started. Is it for the gas money? Is it for the grocery money? What is this going towards? What are you building towards? Share that with people. They want to see the vision. And nothing is considered small. Like I said, you don't need to sit here and be like, I don't care. Like, I don't know an example, but anything that has to do with you and your story is not small. That's what I'm trying to say. Exactly. We say it every week, and it might sound repetitive to you about filling up your gas tank. But like I said, just like with the auto bonus, how people can't afford their car bills is just like filling up a gas tank. Like, how many people aren't filling up their gas tank in full because they can't, right? It's not a small thing. It hits so many different people. So let's make a payday post for tomorrow, and then we'll move on to Wednesday. And if anyone has ideas that they want to contribute toward, like, to this as we're going along and doing batch posting, please feel free to drop it in the comments. This isn't like only work off of our brains and our ideas. Like, drop different ideas. All of our brains work differently. Okay. So drop ideas in the chat if you think of something that might resonate with someone else, or anything along those lines.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. So I'm Jenny. I'm from Houston. I just started this like, I don't know, not even a week ago.
Mhm.
And I went live on probably what's today, you guys? Monday. It's Monday. So I went live on Saturday, which was so nerve-wracking. I'm not even gonna lie. But I enjoyed it. I got into this meeting to just kind of get ideas about what to post and how to post. I was wondering, ladies, if there's anywhere that I can go, or where do I go to actually see examples from you guys? I started also, I downloaded some apps that allowed me to, those apps that like allow you to, what are they called? Template apps. And I just started playing with them last night. I kind of stayed up till like 2 a.m. doing that, but I did. But I enjoyed it, and I was just wondering if there's any, yeah, anywhere that I can go to actually see, because you guys are, or I don't know how far you ladies are into this, but I'm sure that a lot of you ladies have been doing this for a while or longer than I have. So
So
hi.
I love it. So if you go into, are you in, as long as you're in Beyond a Million, the team page?
I am.
Okay.
I think I am. I'm gonna ask Kayla. Kayla and Angela Thompson are usually who I work close with.
Yeah, so I would search, I would make sure that you're a part of the team page first. So
Okay.
because in there we have a whole, it used to be called units, but if you go on your phone, when you pull up the Beyond a Million group page, there's a guides button like right in the middle of the page when you first open it up, and we have a
Uh-huh.
whole posting training, and then we also
Okay.
have the link in which all of the, like all of these are recorded. So, and I post
Okay.
them to YouTube. So there's a link where all of the batch posting recordings are in there, but we have different templates as far as how to create content, different ideas as to how to do so, a post
Okay.
schedule, and then pillars. And then we have all of the recordings of all of the trainings. But then also, you know, it's a matter of getting to feel out what your vision is, right? Where you want to go with the company. And then you can
Right.
also grab inspiration. I know I did that, especially in the beginning. I grabbed so much inspiration from so many different leaders where I was looking at I wasn't copying and pasting their posts, right? But I was gaining inspiration off of how they were wording it, what they were talking about. Like, oh, okay, so this is what I have envisioned for myself where I want to go. Now this is how I can tell that story. But I would definitely
Okay.
make sure you're in Beyond a Million first to
Okay.
get access to all of that.
What was it called, Katie? Beyond a Million?
Yep.
Okay, Beyond a Million. And then I know that I have in my messenger, I'm just getting used to it. It goes off often, but I don't mind. It's called Team Revitalize and Team something else.
Your team chats. Yeah.
It's those. So I have Beyond a Million. I need to get, okay, I'm definitely gonna
It
look
looks
into
like
that.
this.
Oh no, I am a part of it.
So the the guides right there in the middle,
Oh, okay, I see it.
that's where you want to go.
Oh, okay, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Where are you guys at, ladies? Where are y'all all at?
And I'm in New York, like state-wise.
I can tell you're in New York. I can tell. What part of New York are you from?
I'm in upstate. Like I'm close
Oh, in
to
upstate.
Canada.
I see. My cousin's in Gilbertsville, Nassau,
I have no idea.
Nassau County or something like that. I lived in
Oh, Nassau
Long
County.
Island.
Yes.
Yeah, I lived in Long Island for 2 years in Rockville Center. So I know New York too.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds south for New York.
I bet you're hot over there, right? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Not at
Well,
all.
I just left Cabo and I came home to snow.
Oh, I imagine. The first time I moved to New York, it was like one of the worst blizzards. I moved there in 2003 just for fun. And it was one of the worst. And I moved from Miami. I was living in Miami for 8 years. And I went to up 95 and got to New York. And oh my God, thought I was going to die.
Craziness. Absolute
Yeah.
craziness.
But I love New York. You can't tell me anything. I love New York.
I love her, y'all. I love Jenny. She's just like, she don't care. She's in there. She's like asking everything.
How y'all doing?
I love it. We're gonna move on to for anyone that's not in, I hope everyone's in Beyond a Million, but make sure, I'm glad you brought that up. Make sure you are in Beyond a Million.
in the guides. That's where I would start, and I would start working through all of the replays from the YouTube link. The link is in there. It leads you straight to the playlist. But let's go ahead and, oh, I love it. See, Angela tagged you, so perfect. So let's go ahead and move on to Wednesday. Well, Wellness Wednesday, kind of vibe with that, and we'll keep working through the week before we run out of time. Great, you want to do Wellness Wednesday?
I do, but I kind of want to switch it up. Only because I know that we need to make this a priority. And so I'm going to kind of throw a curveball on Wednesdays. I want you guys to talk about the trip. I want you guys to make a post about what earning this trip will mean to you. If you haven't earned the trip before, I want you guys to talk about what this trip will mean to you. I can tell you that I personally talked about this trip last week before we even went to Mexico, about what the trip meant to me for my husband, right? My husband's a super hard worker. I turned the trip back onto him because I wanted women to relate to me, because I know that there's a lot of hardworking husbands out there who support us in this business. And so I kind of wanted to take the light from me to him, and what this meant for me to be able to gift him as well. Like, yes, I earned the trip, but it was also a way for me to show him like how grateful I am for him supporting me in this business. And so I made a post about that. I kind of turned it around. So I want you guys to talk about on Wednesday, earning this trip will mean to you, or, you know, what this would do to, you know, for your family, or for whoever you're going to bring on this trip, guys. Kind of turn it around. I think we get stuck in the mentality of me, and what, you know, I want to earn this trip, which is great. Like, yes, you deserve to earn this trip, but also talk about what this will mean for the person that you're going to bring with you, right? I can tell you right now, my husband deserved that times 10. We've been working so hard through COVID and all that different stuff. And so for me to shine a light on him, it also showed him like how grateful I am for his support. So if you guys want to take the next 5 minutes, we have to hurry up. If you want to, go ahead and create a post that you can utilize on Wednesday to drop, to talk about earning this trip. More eyes are going to be attracted to that, okay? Yeah, my husband will be so freaking thrilled. Yes, Tiffany, I can tell you right now, like when people tell me like, oh, my husband is supportive, like, are you like, this is not to like, I can't talk about anybody's household, but I'm making a point to include my husband in this business. I make it a point to show him how grateful I am that, not saying he allows me to do this, but because this is not normal, right? I went from a whole 9 to 5 to running my own business at home. And so that was an adjustment for both of us. And I take the time out to show him how grateful I am for his support, pretty much. And so to go out and shine that light on him, you know, publicly on social media, guys, I can tell you right now, so many other wives. I had a wife that inboxed me and was like, Brittany, I stepped away from the business, but I want to come back. I want that same feeling for my husband, right? And so like that touched me, because I'm like, she saw that there was an opportunity to earn another trip, and that she can, you know, spoil her husband. And that's real life stuff that you can actually talk about and relate to, okay? So keep that in mind, guys, whenever you go out there and make your post for next Wednesday, okay?
Side note, when making posts about the trips and like the wording, make sure to include the link. Only saying that because your girl didn't. A, so do it. Okay. Yeah.
Guys, if you don't know what she's talking about, get with your upline. There are disclosures that we have to drop whenever we're making posts about different things that the company is able to provide for us, like the lifestyle getaways, the other bonuses and things like that, okay? So you can find that in your back office, but definitely get with your upline so that they can make sure that you're including that link correctly. Either you can add it to your actual post, or you can add it in your comments. I would tell you guys to add it to your post because you don't want any craziness. I can tell you I've been here for 2 years, and I received my first compliant report like 2 weeks ago, and I was like heartbroken. I was like, it's been 2 years. How dare y'all? But it happens, guys. People are always watching you, and you have to make sure that you are representing the company in the best light. So make sure that you are following all guidelines. Okay, so keep that in mind.
It's in the guide section of Beyond a Million. There's
Yes.
a whole compliance section with the whole copy and pasted from the cloud office. They said how to use it, the link to use. I got mine. There it is right there.
Thank you, Dan. And guys, we're gonna move forward because we have like almost no time. But I wanted to tell you guys, whenever you make this post, you can always take like your picture of you and your significant other and use the banner that Lavelle has given us with the trip information, like the one that says like the Mexico trip. You can take that banner and put that on top of your picture with your significant other over on the Over app, or you can use, what's the other one that I use? Canva. You can use those two, and you can create a picture with the flyer as well as like your personal picture to kind of bring some light to the trip. And keep that in mind, guys. Before we move on, guys, I want to tell you this right now. I want you guys to get away from the motivational quotes, okay? Guys, it's redundant, it's overplayed, and I can tell you right now, everybody in network marketing are using those, okay? So you're not the only person. I want you guys to be creative. I want you guys to talk about the business 90% of the time. Not in a spammy way, but in an informative way so where people can be attracted to what you have in your hands, okay? Get away from all of the motivational posts that we make. I see this all the time in my chat. I see this all the time on Facebook because every network marketer, they're doing the same thing that you're doing. How are you going to stand out? How are you going to make things different on your end to where somebody says, hey, you know what? I want to sign with Patricia. I want to sign with Liz. I want to sign with May, right? Because she's making her presentation different from everybody else's. We have so many network marketers out there right now. They're doing the same things, and you want someone to say yes to you, right? So stand out and do not be afraid to talk about the business and our products and everything in between that we have in our hands. I'm not going to say no motivational quotes, Jessica. I'm going to tell you, if you're going to use one, tie it in to your business or your products. Make it to where it's not so, trust me, I am a diehard Christian, okay? I love talking about God, but I also would tie God into what this business has done for me, okay? So get out of just making the basic, fear is a liar. Like, that's great. But how is that going to tie into your business? Okay. So just get a little bit creative with that, guys. And that's all I have, Katie.
Do you want me to move on to Thursday? Right? Okay. So Thursday, I like to do for myself, can do a few different things. You can do a transformation Thursday. You can talk into what the products have done for you, right? You specifically. So again, when in Beyond a Million, in the guide section, under posting, we talk about the customer promoter like T-chart. So I am pulling from pain points that I used to experience prior to the products. Like I will tell you, there might be once in a blue moon where I post a actual picture of the products. Like I am not posting pictures of me holding my 3-step saying what it's done for me. I am not posting pictures of me holding my vitamins. Guess what? This wearable nutrition thing is freaking fabulous when it comes to taking pictures and you have it somewhere that is visible. Like that is already marketing without you having to say anything about it. So when it comes to what Brett was saying was, don't just put a quote on a background and call it inspiration, because when you scroll through your timeline, how many times do you see that with people, right? Doesn't really stand out. You're like, okay, you slap a heart on it and you keep on moving. Tie it into a story, put a story with it, tie it into something. Again, going back to that, I always say that T-charts in the guide section under unit 5 or 6, I forget. But it's in there and explains everything. Talk about, maybe it's a quote that hit home with you. Why did it hit home for you? Like what story can you incorporate into it, right? So same thing comes for Thursday. I like to talk about the products. I like to talk about what it's done for me. I like to talk about the transformation from a life standpoint. There's a lot of different standpoints it comes from. For me, I'm tying it into my pillar, right? So I'm giving you an example. Pick out your pillar. If you are a mom, if you are a dad, if you are, you work all the time, like who are you? Like for me, I when I got sober, I got really I was unhealthy. I gained a bunch of weight. I went up 45 pounds, lost 45 pounds, and then I was trying to gain some weight back, right? So I tie into the piece how I was so unhealthy for so long, add in 3 simple steps, and it changed the game. I did like a quick reel, and it's the most views I've had on reels in a long time. And it was just like a funny one, how I used to be a coffee hall, like used to drink coffee all the time. This is what, and I kind of, I looked like this, looked like a rundown mess. So I was exhausted. And then I incorporated 3 steps, and I found a different way to keep me energized all throughout the day, right? Without doing anything. So those are just some ideas, but again, tie in your pain points. What were you struggling with? What, not like I was exhausted. Yeah, everybody and their mother's exhausted. Like, why were you exhausted? Tie in that pillar, tie in that pain point, tie in that story, and tell people how simple it is. 3 steps, 15 minutes of your morning. You can't go wrong with it. Done. We'll give this like a few minutes, and then we'll fly through Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Jessica, I would say there's a very fine line. Okay, I'm going to be very honest with you. There's a very fine line. I recently took some pictures when we were out in Oklahoma with me holding my sample pack somewhere here in my office. But I only did that because I wanted to sample. I wanted to get my 10 samples out. So a lot of you guys, I know we talked about this last week. A lot of you guys do not have your 10 free customer accounts created, right? That would be the perfect time to utilize you holding your 3 steps to go ahead and get those free accounts created by doing a giveaway. Okay. So with that, you can hold up your products and you can say, hey, I'm doing a quick giveaway. You can make it fun. You can do like a duck, duck, goose type of thing, right? That's how you're going to be able to generate those 10 free accounts by utilizing a picture like that. Now, if I'm going to talk about how simple the 3 steps are, as my Monday post, I'm not holding up my 3 steps. Okay. Now, I may take a picture of me holding up, I may have on my label and my lifestyle mix in my hand with a picture of myself, but I'm not holding up the 3 steps, like the actual 3 steps. Does that make sense? I know it's very confusing, but I want you guys, like Tammy did the Super Bowl giveaway. That's the perfect time to go and take a picture of you holding your 3 steps. If you're doing a giveaway, something like that, guys, absolutely hands down, utilize a picture of you holding your 3 steps. Now, just for a generic post that you're going to do on a random day, do not. I think it makes more sense. You're welcome, Jessica. I hope I answered your question. Where I keep telling people, words are hard for me right now, okay? I'm still mentally in Cabo. So, are we ready for, what day are we on? Friday? Okay. So Friday, my posts are normally hot and like showing all of my personality because people are happier on Fridays, right? People need to see that you're happy on Friday, okay? So your morning post on Friday, I like to do a Freedom Friday because I do own my own time now. I know a lot of you guys are not there or you guys want to be there. Talk about that, okay? There is nothing wrong with you talking about what you want for your future, okay? So honestly, guys, I'll take a picture of me in bed and I'll talk about the freedom of me owning my own time. You can talk about the freedom of what you're going to do for that weekend. You can spend Freedom Friday any way that you please, but this has to be near and dear to your heart. So I can't tell you like, oh, talk about, owning your own time if you don't own your own time right now, right? But I want you guys to dig deep. And what does Freedom Friday mean for you? Or what would you like to achieve on a Friday, right? Talk about that in your post, guys. We're going to spend 5 minutes because we are seriously running out of time. I hope you guys can listen while you work. I do want to talk to you guys real quick because this has been on my heart. I want you guys to understand what we actually have in our hands right now is life-changing money. It's life-changing products. And I want you guys to get excited about that. I know my voice doesn't sound very exciting right now, but know that I want you guys to hone in on what you actually have, okay? I also want to talk to you guys about one more thing, and I cannot remember for the life of me what that was. However, I do want to talk about changing up your activities. I know that the girls talked about this last night on the team huddle. If you guys missed that team huddle, I advise you to go back and watch it. It was hands down straight fire, okay? And it talked about all the things that we needed to hear. Guys, you have to be able to revamp what your plan is. If your plan is not working, I have people on my team who have been doing the same thing month in and month out, and we're not getting any results. Change it up. You cannot hit these bonuses, guys, doing the same things that you did back in December and November, okay? It's time to freaking go. It's time for you to change some lives. It's time for you to find out what your mission is and get hungry behind it. Your mission should be, I'm not going to sleep until I achieve X, Y, and Z. That's how hungry you need to be. I told my team straight up, I'm not entertaining anything that's not productive and that's not changing lives. If you're scared, I can tell you right now, go find you another seat. You cannot be scared at this table and expect to level up. You cannot be scared at this table and expect to change other people's lives. People are dependent on you to go first. And I can tell you right now, you have a voice, you have products that can match a comp plan that's just undescribable, right? Why are we shying away from it? 90%, I'm going to say it again, 90% of your conversations should be about your products or your business. We don't have time for anything less. Okay? It's go time. In the most humblest way, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I am hungry AF. People at my table need to be ready to eat. We have to go change some lives, guys. Hands down. Your post should reflect how hungry you are. We talked about this last week. Why are we talking about pizza and tacos that has nothing to do with your business? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I made an interactive post and it said, how long does it take for you to unpack? I want people to know, and the reason why I did that, guys, I want them to know I just came off of a trip that was paid for by my company, and guess what? I'm getting ready to go again this weekend. I want people to know that I own my own time. So that interactive post tied into me owning my own time. Because when I go back and respond to those comments, guess what? I'm talking about my trips that I'm able to take because I own my own time. I can't do that with tacos, right? I can't do that with a post about tacos. I can't say, oh my gosh, I own my own time because I eat tacos. No, it doesn't make sense, right? So I want you guys to think about that. Hone in on your business and what you have in your hands, okay? I hope you guys were able to create your post for Freedom Friday. It's go time. I'm just excited, and I want everybody on this team to be with us in Mexico because you guys deserve it. And I know this is like me just winging it right now with all of this information, but I want you guys to know that if you're at this table with us, it's time to go. It's time to level up. And Katie, I'm sorry, but you can take on Saturday and Sunday if you want to.
I love everything that you said. And then like Alexis was like piggybacking off of it, like in the chat, where you don't get comfortable here. You straight up don't get comfortable. And I heard this quote from another network marketer, and she says it as ignorance on fire. There is a difference between being cocky about your business. There is a difference between being confident on what you have your hands on. You know it works. Even if you're not at the point that you want to be at yet, you've seen other people with their testimonial. You know that it is more than doable. It's not just 5 people here. This isn't just like 5 people get all the bonuses, 5 people get the auto bonus, 5 people at the top of the company. Like, there are so many people, which just goes to show that it is possible for anyone that puts their mind to it. And just like Britt was saying, like, speak with that confidence in your post. So let's go on to Saturday. We're talking about the opportunity, right? I know as soon as they dropped the next lifestyle getaway, I was already talking about like who's coming with us next, like who's got next. Because I'm going. If you're gonna come with, cool. But if not, like, we don't have time, right? We're not here to sit here and be like, oh, well, I've been like looking at it. I'm like, yeah, well, we go or not, because I know for myself, these bonuses on the table, I kick myself in the ass not every single day that I didn't start 6 months sooner when these bonuses rolled out in 2019. I started at the very tail end of them because I waited and I waited and I waited and I waited, right? So we're talking about the life-changing money on the table. You have an opportunity in your hands to help other people change your life, which then in returns change your life as well. So 5 things you can pick from. We've got the business. How many different ways can we go into the business opportunity from a financial standpoint, right? Because let's be honest, we are not only about the money. We come with a massive community. We come with mass amounts of support, right, and trainings. We come with products that work. We come with a comp plan that has our back. And then we also come with a financial opportunity that I'm sure there's nobody here on this Zoom that will say, I didn't join to make extra money. You would have been a customer. Like, stop. You wouldn't have hit that button, right? Like, you didn't come over, you didn't click the promoter button not to make some sort of extra money, even if it was to go put gas in your car, get your nails done. So talk about what is your vision? Again, if you don't have something, like, what are you envisioning for yourself? Are you going in June? Are you going in June? Yes or no? Tell me in the chat. Like, claim it now. Don't wait till freaking April 30th. Right? February, March, April, right? Tell people that now. Because guess what? Now you have to hold yourself accountable, okay? Now you got to show up. Now you have to ask them, who am I bringing with me? Okay? So we're talking about bonuses. You can talk about bonuses. Again, just don't use the numbers. Talk about what you would do with life-changing money. Talk about what your vision is. If you didn't make a vision board, honey, it's February. Okay, it's February. All right, so go make one tonight. Don't go to bed until you have it. I know I have financial stuff written on that board. I can talk about that. That's an opportunity for me to wipe out my last little line of credit, my little credit card I got left, to get rid of that. I've got other things on there as far as like, so now we're talking, I don't even know, like, so much life is happening. Share that. That's the opportunity for people to see and vision for themselves and run along with you. Talk about the community here. So many people are scared. Like, here's a real idea for you. Gosh, I wish I had the audio. I'm not going to search for it right now. But so many people are afraid to walk alone in this business, and that's why they don't start. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done this before. I tried it before, and like, there was nothing set up in place, and therefore, like, I didn't go anywhere with it. I didn't know what I was doing. Talk about what you have to offer them. You have 12 meetings a week. to offer them. You have a massive community. You have mass trainings to offer them. And I love this chat right now. See, and maybe that, yeah, but see, you start for one reason, you stay for another, right? You start for one reason. I started for $150 a week. If that was the case, I would have pieced out 13 months ago. Like, let's be real. So envision that now where you are today. Maybe you did, like, that's the opportunity post of itself. I started for this. I'm here for this because I want to help you next, right? Let's go. I want to show you a better way. Do you want to touch in on Sunday? So I hope you guys got some ideas, got some, like, get the fire under your ass now. Don't wait. There's only 28 days in February. I mean, hello, 2 extra days is like 2 weeks in our world. Okay.
I love it. I love it. I think for Sundays, that's like my soulful day. Like I get like real deep into if you guys do not know me, I am like real, I like I'm like an old soul. Okay. So for me, I like to dig in deep on the things that I love to do on Sundays, which is like, I like to cook. I like to do virtual church. Those are the things that I like to do. And my audience know that, right? Because I take them along my journey. I take them on the day with me. I like to cook breakfast. Those are like the things that I like to do. However, I am going to revamp my Sunday because I do want to talk more about the business on Sunday and how I'm not having to stress out about going to work the next day, because that was real big for me. I used to dread Sundays because it was closer to Monday, right? And so I used to be all up in my feelings and like stressed out on a Sunday. And so I want to talk about that on Sundays. Not saying that everybody has the same luxury. Like I understand that, okay? But you can talk about where you want to be. And not in like an ugly way. Like, I don't want you guys to talk about like, oh, I hate my job, and so, I wish I didn't have to go to work tomorrow. Like, no, because remember, we are still being positive and we are still professional, okay? And so I think for Sunday, you guys, wait, Sunday's Valentine's Day?
That's what Kendall said.
It is?
Yeah, apparently.
Okay, well, y'all, let's talk.
Like, thanks for the reminder.
We don't celebrate Valentine's Day in my house, okay? So it's just like another day in the week for us. When you've been married and together this long, honey, it just goes all together, okay? So I want you guys on Sunday, I want you guys to do a sale. That's the perfect time to do a sale. I can tell you guys right now. And when you do a sale, always make sure that you are talking about the retail price versus our auto ship price. Okay, that's very key, because some people inbox me like, well, Brittany, where'd you get that amount from? Guys, retail versus auto ship. Auto ship customers, couples pack, that's perfect. Auto ship, they receive a discount. Okay, and how I like to say it is that you receive my personal discount because they are actually getting the products at my cost, right? It's our cost. It's auto ship price versus retail price versus auto ship price. Okay, so keep that in mind, guys. When you make your post, you can say something about Valentine's Day couples pack and tie in the retail price versus the auto ship price. Okay, that's how you're gonna get your discount, guys. I think that's gonna be great. I know we're running out of time. We don't have a lot of time, but guys, take some time, work on these posts. Pamper yourself. Yes, we have the body scrubs. We have the face, the 3 steps for your skincare, the skincare line. Those are perfect items to post on your sale, guys. And make sure that you guys I know he's adorable. He just turned 1 the other day, guys. Baby Jeremy. He's very special. He was our NICU baby. I say our, but Candy's
She just
NICU
claimed
baby.
it. She's not claiming another kid.
He's ours. It's like both of ours. She just keeps him at her house, okay? But we share. But I want you guys to talk about that. Get your unfold stories together. Guys, use a nice bright background for your unfold stories. That's a great time to post about your sale. If you guys can, write this down, okay? For your unfold story on Sunday, I want you guys to post that on Saturday night. Why? Because people are going to be up and strolling Saturday night. They're probably going to be coming in from like dinner or the club. Who knows? You know what I mean? But while they're up and they're strolling, they can see your story, right? So whenever you wake up the next morning, you're going to have some interactions. You're going to have some people voting. That's the perfect time to tap in and say, good morning, love. I see you commented or you voted on my poll. Let's get you going today, right? So keep that in mind. I can tell you right now, I get the most interactions on my unfold stories at nighttime because people are up just doing this, or they're going through stories and they're like, oh, wait, Candy's gonna have a sale tomorrow on her 3 steps. Oh my gosh, let me go ahead and vote on this, right? Next morning you wake up, it's still fresh on their mind. You're gonna catch them first thing in the morning and follow up with them, right? It's the name of the game, guys. Okay. Work your business like it's a business. Work it with intention. Work it with the fact that you know that you have something to offer up. Okay. Don't sleep on what this business has. Okay. Hands down. This is your business only. One thing that the girl said last night was, I had a brain fart again. Don't mind me. Y'all carry on. I'm just all over the place. I need rest. I need rest. Okay.
I don't know what said last night.
I was gonna try to finish your sentence for you. But I'm gonna wrap it back up with what you said earlier, to not wait to put your foot on the gas pedal 4 days before the month is over. Because let me tell you, you will kick yourself in the butt more times over, because all of a sudden, like, and imagine if you had that drive day one, like February 1st, when the wheels reset and it's go time again. It's go time for every single show. She need that rest packet right now. Yeah. She need it right now. And have your foot on the gas and don't let off of it. Don't let go and be like, oh, we'll see we're at the halfway mark, and then wonder why you're not where you want to be. Right? It's because, oh, we waited 2 weeks to really like grind it out. So put your foot on the gas. There is so much on the table between now and the end of April to then launch into the summertime. There is a call tomorrow night. If you guys are not seeing, I think it's tomorrow night. Let me grab the picture really quick, where they are going to be giving a recap as to what was shared in Cabo in regards to the new product that launched, Biotic, about the new Thrive Against Cancer DFTs that are launching, and they're going to give a launch date, details on the getaway, and something new is coming. Brand new auto ship incentive program is in that graphic. So that is, what's today? Today's Monday still. So it is tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central. It's in your email. If not, it's in the cloud office. So on that note, we have the MMM in about 20 minutes. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank yourself for showing up for yourself, for your business. And keep going away. We'll see you all in 20 minutes and then the rest of the week. And that's it. Bye, guys.
So much.
Go to bed, Britt.
I am.